Yes, indeed. The last day of Stage 1, 9Z in their opening game looked fantastic, and they're looking to take down their region counterpart of MIBR today, Jason. Kicking things off on Ancient. I'm looking forward to seeing more of 9Z. I really enjoyed their opening day here.
Yeah, they had a good time with it, didn't they? Winner of this, as you mentioned, moves on to the next stage. Loser drops down, and we'll have to play a little bit more for another chance at it. This is fast-paced. Look at Drop already jumping in, but there's so many defenders here. So many players from 9Z have collapsed, but it's still not going in their favor until Hwaso Peak chimes in into a 2-on-2, but DGT is so low.
Insani just dropping back out of Red. Safe is pushed into the temple, and this could be a position that they're not ready for just yet. He's got here so quickly. A couple of bullets extra needed, and Hwaso Peak eventually goes down. And now DGT is the last remaining player with 3 health left. There's a lot of time for MIBR. This was a super fast-paced round to get to this point.
Yeah, plenty of time, but that actually might work in DGT's favor. He had a chance. With that low of HP, all down to timing, and he had maybe one shot at taking down Safe, putting himself in a 1v1. Still was going to be tough to do. And a nice pistol round for MIBR, trading their way up middle into Red Room.
But no one's put any pressure down middle. Now Insani is starting to walk his way out mid. DGT goes down. What a quick shot up from Insani. It's a great opening.
That's a special talent to get that kill, because look what it sets up. MIBR knocking on the door of A main, and the only defender is Hwaso Peak. Good luck, got 2 choke points to work with.
Yeah, he's got to worry about Donut too, and he's caught by Flash. Tosses out utility to try and slow them down. He's blinded, and he does damage, 99 of it to Drop, who, with 1 HP, is jumping up on top of the default boxes.
Still losable. MIBR's got to be careful. They probably feel like they're in a really strong position here. 2 players over in Donut to watch for this retake. There's no kits on 9Z. This has got to be clean and fast.
Well, Buddha starting to walk his way back into the Donut hole right in it, and it's Buddha with 1. Couldn't quite get the second. And this is 9Z feeling locked out at the moment. Max is up next through CT.
If they're going for this, it's got to be now. You got to start seeing Max make his play.
There's no kit. There's no kit on the remaining 2 players.
That's why I said it's got to be now. And obviously they've made the call to back away. Max and Martinez both dropping away, saving the weapons, and that's a 3rd round for MIBR. Nice and simple off the opening kill from Insani.
Yeah, great work from Insani in this round. Safe, trying to get rid of Martinez's M4. Trying to prevent one of those saves, but Martinez is holding on to it. He does very well.
I've told this story once or twice. There was like in the early 2000s, there was like a player, a Russian, I think he was a Russian player, who came to one of the world championships out in Dallas and played with his keyboard in his lap and did really good. And so everyone started experimenting with playing with the keyboard in their lap.
As if that would actually...
And everyone's like, well, what's the benefit? Like, what benefit does it give you? And the guy was just like, no, I didn't have a big enough desk for a keyboard. When that's just how I learned to play, because I had to.
All the Americans like, oh my God.
And it's like, oh, all right, we're sold a dream. We're going to back off.
Well, Martinez is opening up a dream for 9Z in this round. They've got pistols around those M4s, and he's got 2 out of it already. And no one from MIBR has been able to respond to any of these kills. So there is still a chance to pull it back, of course, with 50 seconds, and you've still got Insani. He's starting to get a little closer into Jag, but it's a double setup in here, and Max gets 1 more. Insani down low, and this is going to end in a little bit of disaster for MIBR.
Yeah, that was a too costly of an exchange for a 3v5 to come back in. Paying the price with 1 player, and Insani brought down low. Hwaso Peak's taking attention. Good kill. But there's still players here. Martinez is low, but there's an M4 crossfire over towards Jaguar and Cave as well.
Somewhat broken up by that smoke for the time being, but Buddha spams down through that wood. Bomb is now down in the open. Breno must clutch alone. He's got the right read, but Martinez is quicker, diving out of that smoke to shut Breno down, and Martinez has one hell of a round, getting those first 2 kills on that M4. First fight is Insani, though. And when you have a hero AK, you want it in his hands. And he's very confident in taking those mid-fights.
Well, now you want to trade it out. So Breno has some armor, so he's going to pass it over to him since he has low HP, obviously. And we'll see if this can work. 9Z, MIBR earlier won a round with Insani getting a pick towards Red Room and then converting into an A hit immediately, going right back to it. This time they'll bait the pistols, but Hwaso Peak's got a good angle.
Yeah, Hwaso Peak's got a great angle. He could maul them. He could absolutely knock them down here as they start to come in towards this A site. He's just chomping at the bit, waiting to get going. Insani drops first, and then Buddha comes in to help out Hwaso Peak. It stops the A play in its tracks, and suddenly it's just exit with the Eagle. So second round for 9Z out of the timeout. They are looking clean.
Really good shift from 9Z's defense as well. I mean, Buddha comes over to the A bomb site, which allows Hwaso Peak to get more aggressive since he has that support.
instant smokes sent out middle for MIBR, but there's no one going mid. It's very direct towards this B bomb site instead. They're boosting safe up on those boxes. He's looking for Buddha. He's looking for that first victim, but now they're just charging up the ramp. Breno running, checking long, spots out Buddha. Flash comes up, Exit assists that kill, but it's the two CTs that have held on. They have done very well to slow this MIBR attack down. In fact, they have forced them back. But now they're going to attempt it. Molotov into short. Max is held back behind it. 9 seconds. Bomb gets out. Big shot from Exit, and now the bomb plant starting to come in. Exit follows up, and Martinez is now moving into action, but that bomb is down, and MIBR have the player advantage for a short moment until the Spanish sniper kicks into gear. Safe and Insani holding on. DGT arrives to help Martinez. They're both retaking from the same position. Insani is receiving damage to the side of that wood, but time will start to tick shortly. 9Z throwing their last pieces of utility, and Insani goes for the peak, goes for the challenge, and goes down. And now it is Safe, who has to clutch this one out for MIBR, and DGT will swing him. They do position, but 9Z, well, they hold on.
4-on-3 with 12 seconds on the clock, and MIBR almost steal one away.
Nice to see them go for a round like that and come so close.
Looks like they might just go for it again. All 5 players once again towards the B bomb site. They've thrown the mid utility, but with an aggressive defense like last round, 9Z no mid is clear.
So both B smokes come in, long and short, covered off. They charge up first, right into Martinez. Max is burning, he goes down, and MIBR have 2 kills back. Huaso peek inside of the smoke, though. He could just unravel this whole thing, or he could get one deked by Safe, and they're calling for that bomb to go middle because of that kill, and they want to get towards Donut. Bomb is crossing. Buddha can't stop it. Exit makes it through, and Safe is going to charge forward towards CT with Insani lurking on the other side of the map.
This is a nasty lurk, but it's down to timings. I don't think he'll expect a player to still be out towards long. He'll look, but this is a long route to walk, and Martinez easy with the P250. Buddha, you're next up. Challenge is going to come from Donut. Double swing, he's got the first, and you know where that Tech 9 is, and it's looking like 9Z once again might handle a sketchy situation.
Well, M4 not able to get it out in time there. Exit, and Martinez closes him out. Yeah, these rounds are sketchy, that's for sure, but it is 9Z winning them regardless.
I'm so, you know, it's kind of interesting. MIBR, they found success in middle finding those opening kills, and Sani's got 2 openings in Red Room and middle towards the cubby, but these last couple rounds they've gone away with it. They've just kind of faked the utility and had mass bodies towards the B bomb site. That hit obviously hasn't worked.
A little bit more pressure in middle this time from 9Z. 2 players committed down towards elbow. Max doubles up, gets taken out by Exit, who had to reply. He had to get those kills back if MIBR wanted a foothold in this round. And there's a 3 versus 2 in favor of 9Z, but they have pushed so aggressively. Look at this position from Buddha. He's about to catch them walking right into him.
You got to be careful how far you decide to push. Buddha's going to go for it. He's got that frag. That's the bomb dropping as well. Smoke and a plume exit. Steps in front to challenge, but that's a wide plume he didn't expect. Gonna want to just take that fight because he realizes it's the only player. It's the best chance before reinforcements come. The only round they've won against Rifles was the Insani lurk out mid for an opening kill in red, and then an immediate A hit off the back of it.
And that was a missed smoke from 9Z too. They allowed that to happen.
And they haven't been able to replicate it. This time Max gets a double. Right down B lane, so costly.
Yeah, it's just so great from 9Z in these opening fights. Like, we're a minute 30 seconds left in the round, and already there's 3 players dead.
It has been a very fast-paced half so far.
Look at this, smoke fade inside of elbow. Surely coming up in just a second. DGT revealed on the other side of it. Insani, fortunately for MIBR, is very quick, very methodical, and then he peeks into elbow and dies to Huaso peek. So it's now 9Z with a player advantage.
Yeah, but this is the weak point of the defense here on Max, stuck in this cubby, and he does not have he doesn't have time to move anywhere, so he's going to have to call somebody over. He does have a smoke if he wants to drop that out towards ramp. Yeah, everybody is coming. They got the indication now. Smoke being deployed for short by MIBR. The hit is on, and 9Z know it.
If Max gets one, it's looking so good, but Exit just hard clears him, instantly drops Max, and a 2v2 established. MIBR with a bomb going down on B again. They have to feel like they've got to catch a break at some point in some of these B post plants. They've been here so many times, and every single time 9Z have come through with a retake.
There's a smoke on Martinez. If he puts that over in cave, both MIBR players will be locked out. They'd have to rely on the spam.
Well, he puts it exactly where he wants it, inside of cave, and the AWP... Oh, it's right on, but it doesn't connect. The shot does not go through, and Huaso Peak can take a few steps forward. This is going to be tough, being locked inside a cave with that defuse is happening. They have to rely on the spam, and they have brought both players low. Safe goes down, but remember, both are so low. Just one more bullet, but the defuse is stuck, and another round taken away from MIBR. It is so cruel for the Brazilians right now.
And as much as these tactics aren't leading to round wins, this kind of emphasis at the B bomb site, it's got to be so frustrating because you're MIBR and you're like, we're getting into the site, we're getting these plants, we're having 2-on-2 post plants. We like these situations. Tactics succeeding as designed, just not able to net them a win.
43 seconds remaining. All 10 players on the server until Safe changes that fact with a kill on DGT.
You have to win this if you're MIBR. You've played this so well. Man advantage, haven't lost anyone, plenty of utility. Time is your biggest opponent at this point. Martinez has just shifted away from A, so Huaso Peak, all important position.
Fighting Cave goes 9Z's way. Now Huaso Peak inside of the donut does well. Brenner goes down. Follow-up chance for Huaso Peak. Couldn't quite get a second, so instead it's Martinez with 9 seconds left. Looking to delay them, but he falls down. Insani goes to the plant, but there's just enough time, and the kills come in. It doesn't matter anyway. Safe with some 6 shots, and MIBR finally get another round win.
Oh, that's desperate, but it's a beautiful shot onto Martinez, who hung around for a second peak just a little too long. Yeah, you're letting them let them make those aggressive plays if they want to just be out of danger. This time they're not, but Breno wins 1, traded off immediately. Drop can't peek. That smoke makes things awkward, and they come right into him. Again, 1 for 1, and again, control of B lane to 9Z.
This is more like what we've seen throughout the rest of the game. It's just aggression, early fights all across the board. A 3v3 off the back of these early skirmishes. And then Sani through middle.
That shot's been his bread and butter throughout this whole half.
Follow-up kill. That was wild for Martinez to miss the shot and then just wide swing into the open. And Sani is going to get that all day long. Huaso Peak attempting this clutch, and it's a 1v3 that's now suddenly a 1 versus 1. And he can't figure out where Safe is. He's now spotted him. Safe goes in, and Safe will close. 5 rounds picked up right at the end there for MIBR. That was a first half of electric Counter-Strike. More of that after the break.
They want to try and pull that donut player away back towards the A bomb site to open up this avenue of attack, but Insani,
that's one way of dealing with the donut player.
He might have been between 2 mines. He was just starting to move, but he gets deleted either way. Exit trying to just grab 1 to make this retake a little bit easier, but it's not going to be fun either way.
Yeah, it takes a few steps back into the temple to pray. And DGT's on the flank, so there's lots of layers to this.
There's no kit.
Safe is looking at red. DGT is going to come in from CT side of B, so this is going to work out really well for DGT. His timing on Safe to look away. They have to go in for the retake attempt, and not going so well here for the Brazilians. It's all falling apart, and 9Z with a multi-layered pistol paying off perfectly.
Yeah, both teams winning their offensive pistol rounds.
Max and Buddha at the 2 remaining smokes here for 9Z as they gather up outside of B, but the problem is they got to clear so much here.
They've got 2 Molotovs, so like, what's the plan? You're probably going to Molotov this cubby out to the left, Polly's pocket.
There's no way you just walk in. Oh, they're going to walk right into the trap. There's another setup on the other side. That MP9 comes in, this time from Breno. And it's worked out for a double. A dink comes in. Now the pistol nearly finishing them off. And 9Z sprinting up into the B-bomb site. Molotov onto Exit, but he forces himself into the open. Maxi from while blinded sinks that kill.
He was trying to make a play coordinated with his teammate's timing. His teammate was calling that he has a flash, that he's throwing it over, and Max was just trying to wait.
And Sani now coming out through the speedway. It's a great shot on that 5-7. DGT goes down. And Max now thrust into the clutch. This is a winnable round for Max. A 1v2. If he gets this kill in Cave, then it's right on, but it isn't going to work out for them. MIBR bounced back after a pistol loss. You got to realize that MIBR, with how aggressive they were in B-lane, that's a possibility to happen again here. So you're going to have to try and fight ledge if you go out middle. And this rifle at this kind of range is heavily favored to Insani. Grenades go down in towards elbow. Martinez fighting back pretty well in that deagle, and Insani's actually on 2 HP, so he can't really stand up there and fight. So DGT smells blood in the water. He starts to go in for this attack. He thinks Insani has gone back into Cave, and so he's going to clear out Jaguar. In the meantime, Max has moved through CT, and that MAC-10 catches Safe sprinting back through Temple. It'll upgrade itself into an AK-47, and now with 30 seconds left, 9Z, that bomb is arriving through A main. Exit looking to cover it off, but now he's spotted. Now he's flashed and kept back, and 9Z eventually get that bomb out towards the site. Another fight goes down. This time, Max will capitalize on Exit, and those early B players are still towards that side.
I was going to say, massive gap in the defense this round in middle. When you put 3 players, 3 members of your team in B lane, lane, you take away the rotator, who's the one to shift back and make sure that nobody can push through middle. So DGT is allowed to get there. I think it was Max who was able to get the Mac 10 kill out towards Temple, the Temple hallway. Like, this is just a missed detail that costs MIBR so much in this round.
There's a lot of direct hits towards this A-bomb site now. Smoke's coming in. Charge right through. Peak at the front. Spearhead with the Mac 10. And straight through that donut smoke. It's safe that goes down. 9Z comfortably into the site until that spam comes through Donut. Max just goes down to exit. Now the flight from Insanity could have unraveled something here, but he ends up getting detected and taken out quite swiftly. But a lot of these smoke spams through Donut are keeping MIBR in this fight. Drop is slipped through CT as well. He's closer to the bomb site than they might expect. And the bomb hasn't gone down yet.
There's no kit either. So they're loving the fact that the bomb's not gone down. This is actually wonderful for MIB that you stalled this out. Yeah, you still have to go up against an AK-47 and an M4, but they're not going to have the nades to protect themselves. They're going to have to come fight you.
Oh, this is now really rough for 9Z. It was looking so good. They got those initial entries, they got into the site, but now they have to fight a dry 3 versus 3. And these MP9s have suddenly got very close out of Donut. They're doubled up. Martinez has gone down. Peak now giving away his position, but at least he gets a kill from it. And now we're looking at DGT to find impact for 9Z. There's still time. There's still 40 seconds to try and stay composed here. But they're doing a good job here, MIBR, of just hiding behind these boxes, making it uncomfortable. Grenade will go in. It'll soften up Exit, but it won't remove him. It won't take him out, but it'll make him very quick to go down to that Mac 10. And Peak started this round. He looks to try and finish it, and now he has to because Drop has got it down into the 1v1. Peak is so low in this fight, and Drop just needs a couple of bullets to land. He now goes down low, and Drop comes out on top. MIBR win that ridiculous round right at the end. This game is so back and forth, so much going the other way.
50 seconds left as 9Z readjusts to the middle of the map, crossing over with this lurker in red room.
Max Deagle goes down. It is safe on the double. Breno already down this bottom of the B ramp. 9Z not getting close to this one. This is going to be a comfortable victory for MIBR. If they can just hold on to this site, and Breno, he ain't missing with that MP9. He steps up, Seth comes in to close the rest, and that is one of the easiest rounds for MIBR in a long time. I'm intrigued to see what this AWP is going to do for Safe, as it's towards A main already. And they have gone very heavily towards A multiple times here in 9Z, and they're going there again. The AWP is positioned perfectly, rifle setup with it, and Exit just mauls Martinez and Buddha. That's the round pretty much done in an instant. 9Z down to 2 players, and they're about to walk into the red room, and Sani's ready for that. And another clean round for MIBR.
Oh, this is a disaster, especially if they keep all 5 alive, which they will. Good find from Breno. 10-9. MIBR ignite on a 4-round streak.
Take a half buy here, have a really good buy in the next, but this is going to concede 11 rounds to MIBR. Unless Exit gets caught in middle. And there is a chance that could happen here. He has been dinked. He has been put under a lot of pressure. He doesn't get a second kill out of it. So 9Z up a player somehow off the back of those early fights.
It puts Safe under a lot of pressure because now Donut is a possibility for 9Z to attack into. Same with A main. Missed shot. Safe's got to be a little bit cautious. Backs up in towards Temple. Bomb still not recovered yet for 9Z. In fact, all 3 players are so far away from each other. No chance of teamwork. Max with 2 HP, or 3 HP, can't be the aggressor. He's just going to wait for someone to wander into his crosshair, and he better be perfect.
He has to hit the headshot, otherwise he's down. And Drop just slowly crawls into the angle. It's pulled back here by MIBR. Really well done to just stay composed after losing a couple of those early members. Okay, it's different this time. It's heavy B, with 1 player cutting off rotations at elbow, just lurking over that. This is the fight going down. DGT and Buddha, they got those opening entries, and look what happens when you don't go A. It's 4 kills in an instant for 9Z.
That's the entire nade sequence that Breno has thrown, you know, the past couple rounds that Buddha's been the one against it. So he very much had that downloaded of what the Molotov was going to be, where it was going to land, where it was going to spread, what the next flashbang is. Great games as well from players on both sides.
It's MIBR's map pick of Ancient. Be a devastating blow to concede this. Martinez on the hunt for an opening fight. He's got it on Breno. Now he's committed in the corner, but he's not alone. He's got his teammate Buddha to back him up, and Martinez sinks that kill. It's Exit coming out of middle. Now realizes he has to leave the comfort of his cubby and head in towards Donut instead. It is a 4 versus 3, an advantage with 9Z and plenty of time for that bomb to go down and comfortably get into post plants here. And I don't even know if this is going to go too well for Save. He's got the AWP. Buddha's charging him down. He realizes here's the steps. He'll hang on to his sniper. Game's tied up. 11-11. That timeout worked out very well for 9Z. DGT charging up, gets spammed down through that smoke. Insani was blind, he couldn't capitalize on the smoke, broken open. And 9Z charge out mid to their deaths. These rounds are finishing within seconds.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, again, it took MIBR a long time in the first half to kind of adapt to it as well, right? They were being very aggressive, very fast-paced, and they were getting eliminated by the battles being taken during the barrage of utility to open up rounds. They eventually learned, like, okay, pump the brakes, slow it down, let them use those nades, let them be in those aggressive positions for a minute, and then we'll kind of take the mid-round in control when we have all the nades and everything we can do for map control. But if you're MIBR and you're feeling like you're going to be up... Oh, that's an awkward miss. Let's not call it just yet. Crazier things have happened, and another miss from Safe.
Finally, Safe goes down. Still so many targets to still find, and Drop is snuck up the B ramp at a perfect time here. Gonna deny that bomb plant. Now Buddha has to turn and reveals himself to Insani, who will grab that 12th round for MIBR. They have fought so hard to get here. 1 round win, and they have taken their map pick over the ledge. He actually takes less damage than I was anticipating, looking at how much CT utility was coming in towards him, but he was so fast he got by it. Drop is down through the wood. That is a fantastic way to grab an opener. Your teammate, your opponent can't even really fire back.
Yeah, thankfully for MIBR, no rotations need to happen until, man, Breno getting dinked. That might call him to force him to call somebody over. MIBR putting a lot of faith in Safe for this last round. He's got the op over in Cave and Jaguar.
He'll snipe away, DGT. Now the attack coming out through B ramp, the grenade thrown in. Insani and Exit start to activate in middle. There's still Huaso peek over towards A main, remember. Safe is getting blinded over and over again. Missed shot. Now he's committed. He can't get out of there. Has to try and get a kill, and he won't. Buddha takes him out, but traded by Breno through the smoke.
Look at the flank. It's everything on that. There's a flank coming in from Huaso Peak, but it's very long. It's very far away. There's a flank coming in from MIBR on the CT side. 2 players through Cave, and they will beat Huaso Peak to this point.
Yeah, but Max, he's aware of that Cave possibility. He's also only got half of his health, so Insani takes him down. Now Huaso Peak's flank activates on Breno. 2v2. It's Huaso Peak out towards CT, and Martinez on the ramp. The defuse is tapped, not stuck. Martinez goes aggressive. Molly on the bomb. It's perfect. The fire is burning away. This regulation, and it looks like it's going to go in favor of 9Z. Insani gets swung, and Huaso Peak's flank brings us into overtime.
He got there just at the perfect moment. What a heroic effort from Huaso Peak.
We go into OT, and it's a straight-up opener for Martinez, who goes again. And Drop is there to punish him.
Yep, but this is the tried and true. Just challenge up B ramp, especially that you've got this pick. They spot Drop. That's Huaso Peak with the bomb, who's got to be a little bit cautious on his cross, but he's going to be more than pleased that his teammates have taken control of the bomb site entirely.
3v3 exits low. Bomb plant now going down inside of B. Drop cleared out by Buddha. They knew he was in there. They spotted him so early in the rounds. They knew that was a threat they had to deal with. So they always had eyes on it. Buddha's going to deal with Safe. Safe walks through the smoke. Okay. Should have dealt with Safe. Safe shot lands. And now this is back on for MIBR because of that. Exit's so low, though. They really shouldn't go Exit's way. He's going to go down to Huaso Peak. Now it's Safe, and they know where he is. They've just spotted him. He's getting utility just thrown at him. Smoke is up. Extra insult to injury, and DGT closes it to put 9Z ahead. And with some speed, Max gets dinked. In fact, he gets spammed down to 9 health. Drop's looking for some revenge.
Well, they can't do anything except go here. So flashes, they're coming right through the smoke. First kill for Drop. Oh, second player blinded. This is a disaster, especially with that kill.
Yeah, that's ugly. It's real ugly, and now they're committed to this. They've lost every other part of the map. There's a flank coming through spawn.
But they call the flank off as well. Like the 2 players coming down mid, Exit and Insani are like, no, we don't need to go for this flank.
Because Safe's in T-spawn, so he's just walking in behind them. Martinez is stuck at the doors. It's just a matter of time before this round ends in favor of MIBR. Game's tied up again.
Yeah, real clean. And I mean, you might as well just do that if you're MIBR on defense as well. Dump whatever you need at the B ramp to stall that out, to make sure they don't have that opening to challenge.
And just with the way 9Z are playing, Jason, it feels like it's got a lot of risk involved in it. It's either you get that sick opener, you won the round, or you instantly just lose.
Maybe Ancient, not a strong map for them at the moment. They're coming in late towards middle. So much pressure applied to show an A rush, and that pulls everyone on the defense out of position.
Yeah, Safe going for that peek and elbow, missed shot. He was very committed for the AWPers. There was no falling away or getting behind cover. And Sani looking to make up for here for MIBR, but they're down 2 players, and Sani desperately needed that headshot. He'll claim it, and he'll stay alive.
Yeah, but MIBR don't know what's happening. Remember, all they've seen on this map so far is utility that signifies an A rush with footsteps, and then presence in middle. They haven't seen anything towards the B bomb site, which is still very much an opportunity and opening for 9Z.
If they desire, they could throw a Molotov into that position. But they're just going a little sneaky into the site, and they might just clear it casually. In fact, they're not going to clear it at all. 7 seconds. Drop could deny it, but that bomb plant is going to go down. He can't stop it from happening. And Drop looks to just try and stay alive inside of Cave. He's waiting for his teammate to come over, but DGT, he's thinking about that. He's ready for exit, and that flank now starts to come into fruition. It is all on Drop to close this out. He's got some utility to try and help him, and that missed shot from Martinez might have just been the golden ticket here for young Drop. It doesn't seem like he's going to win the round now off the back of this reposition from DGT, and 9Z once again head into the lead. That's what we're looking for. Currently 9Z closer. Drop sprinting up the B ramp, straight into the attack, and he doesn't get a single kill out of it. It does not work out for MIBR, and oh, the spam down through the wood. It gets worse for MIBR. It just keeps getting worse. 9Z collapsing upon them, and MIBR collapsing on their own map pick. It's going to be map point for 9Z, and they pick it up in emphatic fashion. And Sani, the last player alive, and there is nothing, despite his skill, that he can do. And eventually, Insani is even found on that hunt. Dangerous excursion.
So it looks like Safe and Exit going to throw out utility meant to apply pressure to the A bomb site, perhaps get some kind of a shift from this defense. Obviously, we can see on the minimap, Breno and Sani and Drop lined up at the B double doors for the moment. Max is being pulled away. Martinez with the AWP is stepping forward, and he's got the first.
And now he sees the pack of the attack heading in towards the B-bomb side. The A fake is not going to work out. It is not going to work for MIBR here on their map pick. They decided to bring the battle to Ancient, and 9Z will walk away with victory in overtime. And the last few moments of overtime have been very convincingly in favor of 9Z.
Yeah, I think a lot of this map, I think both, if the takeaway for me on this map is both teams with some glaring weaknesses in their T sides. At least in this individual match, not able to get much going, very one-dimensional.
I think that bodes worse for MIBR, who has decided to pick this map, right? The T side isn't working out on their own map pick. It might be a rough time over on Nuke. The 9Z are excited to get there.
This is being watched and footsteps made due to the fact of time, so Exit's truly got just about 0% chance of winning this, and indeed he'll go down. That's map 1, taken in overtime by 9Z. 16-13, stealing away MIBR's map pick, and they're 1 map closer to stage 2 at Cologne.
See if they're able to make them work on that CT side. You usually don't see this many, Julie. So it's Sponge here today with you, Jason. That's good to know.
Oh, what's up?
I was going to try and do it. That's what I can't do. Max, he's got Insani outside, and that's a good start here for 9Z.
It's only the dualies left.
Hugo and Rush on the observers as well? What is happening?
It's all over the place. Explains a lot.
Yeah.
There goes one of the dualies. There goes another set of the dualies.
Unsafe. Nope, there's another. So it's just Exit now, left alone. And it hasn't really gone so well for MIBR to kick off this first round until Exit spins into action. Nope, he just wants this kill.
He looks great on those dualies.
He really does.
I'm gonna tell you.
Imagine if he was able to get into the early round. Don't give him a chance. Don't give him,
a
way
chance.
Back in. And he did get a couple of opportunities there. And Exit goes down. 9Z win the pistol round.
Exit drops an M4 over to Insani, so a hero rifle for MIBR's defense, but it might not get a chance to pounce, and actually, maybe it will. They do actually come down. There is a bit of a crossfire set up, and the 5-7's chewing him up.
Insani left alone, 1 versus 3.
Awkward.
And pretty awkward indeed. The bomb hanging out in spawn. At least got a lot of time to go back and get it. Insani, if he wins this fight versus Buddha, then maybe we'll start talking about a chance. But Buddha, make sure that he gets a little upgrade right there.
You're right, though. With the way they were spread across the map, he wins that battle. The next up is a 2 HP player. That can get mopped up easily, and then all of a sudden it's an awkward one-on-one across the map. If it doesn't come to be, it might be our second-round investment. Nets them nothing.
Insani disrupts the outside smokes. Has a look for Max. Bullets whizzing over the top of his head from Silo, and the grenade comes in. A follow-up to break it apart, and that's a fantastic start to the round for MIBR. 2 openings. Just making sure they go through all the motions, all the safety procedures, and now with 10 seconds left, a final effort towards this bomb site is thrown in, but 9Z will not be getting anywhere near the bomb site in time. So they will try to save their weapons.
Do they hunt this aggressively after? Okay, the smoke up in the doors kind of prevents them from doing any kind of hunting, but they would have loved to take some of those guns away after the time. It's not going to work. Good round from MIBR.
Exit. Oh, fire tickling at his feet all over the show, really. He's nowhere safe for him to stand. The floor is lava. And across your 9Z, they've got 1 player towards Secret and down already. That's Max. Insani's going to try and sever off his teammates by throwing that Molotov in. They're going to boost over red. Insani has seen it. He has seen that head just bob up over the red box, and they realize that as a possibility. So they cross behind those smokes just in time. And 9Z have 2 extra players at Secret. Now Drop's turn to address it, and he loses the fight to the MAC-10. It now becomes an M4A1S. Safe is rotating down lower through ramp. That window in control is already broken. He can silently slink in behind them. And he's got 3 players around that corner. He doesn't know it yet, but he's about to see them. That's the first down. Second chance is there, but he's unable to capitalize on the second chance at all. So now 9Z are 1 player up on the count, and with 50 seconds left, that bomb is going down.
This is just a tiny variation.
Oh, timing.
Yeah, bad timing for Buddha. Still alive, and I think they're both going to be content to call a stalemate, to be honest with you. Buddha actually wants the gun, and he's got it. Whoa, well, baby. Sliding out with low HP and getting an instant headshot, and now running away from the bomb blast.
Yeah, get out of that, Buddha. But that bomb's massive, so couldn't get away from it. Blows up in the air, and so does Buddha.
Oh.
Perfect. That's exactly what you want from your Secret player. A little look up, spot out Huaso peek on top of Silo. And MIBR given a clean advantage.
Yeah, but that kind of a kill should put notice over to the ramp player.
And it's those 2 plays that we talked about. It's Drop and Insani that step up, and Drop gets a double, nearly 3. Buddha just survives by the skin of his teeth. And now it's Max spotting out the arm of Insani, starting to pull this one back for 9Z again.
This is awkward now, though, because they can't drop vents. They can't rotate vents. They have to go for the long rotate through Secret or through ramp one, which is going to give plenty of time for that bomb to go down, plenty of time for Buddha to make a decision of where he wants to play after the fact.
Yeah, this could be... well, he's nowhere he can go.
He picks the wrong spot.
Yeah, he picked the wrong spot indeed.
He had 10 options. He picked the wrong one.
The grenade lands in his back pocket, and now Max with a 1v3. Now, he talked about his ability on the opening day of Cologne and how insanely good he was. This would be a next step up. Defuse just stuck. Is he going to stop it? He will. First diffuser, take it off. You know where Max is now at the control room window, and Exit just walks up behind him. It's the second round for MIBR. And it's positive signs, man. It's Insani and Drop getting the job done here.
Yeah, showing a little bit of life, those 2, with good defensive stands in both their positions.
DGT doesn't care about the utility. It's just a small obstacle in his way. The bigger obstacle is the exit. And the headshot will remove DGT. Unfortunately for MIBR, they have lost 2 of their members in the blink of an eye. So we're now at a 4v3 with 9Z ahead. And they've got so much time to play with. And this is going to put so much pressure on Exit at the back of the site. He's going to be the anchor that sinks the ship of 9Z's attack. He's just holding as much as he can. But Buddha and Max are just unstoppable, unrelentless. And it's safe left in a 1v3.
These MIBR players are really being put in a tough spot. Hold the phone. That's a nice pick from Safe early on in the post plant. But Max shuts him down quick. I think MIBR players are really being put in a hard spot on some of these set pieces just by the pacing of it, just because this is very peaky.
Jump into Max is free. I mean, we're not expecting too much out of MIBR here. It's sad to see Breno's Zeus position get removed by the Molotov. And Buddha, effective clearance of drop. Let's try to walk down ramp. Exit spotted hell, and well, Exit is giving them hell. There's no one on this lower side of the map until Safe makes the vent walk down straight into DGT. And some of these pieces that you thought were perfectly placed are starting to unravel. Exit's still up, though.
He's found a gap. He's found a seam, and actually Martinez is exposed. Hard to handle this kind of a battle with the AWP. Gets into the safety of the silo, and that's a nice peek, but a better response through the smoke, and that one's easy. 5-round lead now, 9Z not slowing down. MIBR's had 5 first kills in this half.
That's ridiculous.
And only able to convert 2 of them. Now, a lot of them have been, I mean, there's been some early aggression trades that come in quickly, right?
Yeah. That's unfortunate. There's another opening kill. This one's off the back of Safe's op. Can they work with this MIBR?
Conversely, on the other side, Max has been 9Z's best creator. 4 opening kills, the only player with opening kills on the 9Z side, and he's now out of the fight. Someone else is going to have to step up to create opportunities for the rest of 9Z.
Hwasopeak is silently crawling his way upper, but Buddha's been spotted. Safe has him locked in. Second kill from the sniper. But Hwasopeak, remember, he's just above them.
He could choose to ignore this.
He's going to drop. He's going to drop and start pre-firing. Finds Safe. He went the wrong way, but is able to adjust. He's not expecting drop, but he comes back to the kill anyway. Drop whiffs. Drop does not get it done. Now the push into door is stopped by DGT. Insani had to trade it and does so. He's now in a heaven fight. He knows Hwasopeak's up there, but Hwasopeak has had one hell of a round. 30 seconds remaining, and Exit is being watched in the vent.
Yeah, they know. They know. I think Martinez heard him in secret earlier because they're razor focused on vents. Molotov as well as eyes from heaven. Hwasopeak gonna just shut it down, and a huge recovery.
It's been great to see them come into Dallas. No one really was expecting anything. It's like, okay, 9Z, probably one of the worst teams of the tournament on paper at the start of the tournament.
Yeah.
They make it into the playoffs.
It's a team we don't see a whole lot out of, and when you start seeing, you know, 2 tournaments being put together, they're looking good. Max, easy kill on drop, who's got knife out, never expected it. 9Z has infested the entirety of this map. All over the place, coming down secret. And Sani's going to have a chance, but not ready for those bodies. Max knows everything.
Exit with 5-7. Okay, Exit. Triple kill out of the 5-7, and now he's got an AK-47. He's got a chance. 30 seconds left in this round, and he separates them into 1v1 fights here. Max is just going to take the duel. Exit gets the headshot, and this could be one of the most ridiculous clutches that we will see from 5-7 to AK-47 to all 5 kills for Exit right in front of him. DGT sprints through those double doors, punches in those digits, and Exit now looking to make the most of this opportunity that has been presented to him.
Oh, that's a nasty reposition.
That is sick.
That is a nasty reposition.
He takes a few steps back. Exit. Oh, he's not going to be able to pull it off, but what a nice try from Exit. That was ridiculous how close he got.
That's a 1v5 that comes down into that. That's a beautiful shooting from Exit, but you got to say as well for 9Z, like, you don't win a round like that without mistakes, and I think this was a little bit of ego, a little bit of overconfidence of saying, yeah, you got the first, but it's a 4-1. There's 2 of us here. We're going to get that trade. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Man, DGT stays composed. Sani ends this half with 4 kills. Martinez trades instantly. And a follow-up this time from Martinez to Exit.
You can tell MIBR just doesn't really feel super comfortable when they lose a couple players. They don't have great, it feels like a plan that they have set on how they want to react to losing certain players, because everything feels very peaky. Someone goes down, and it's like 9Z just has to wait. Like someone is going to take a peek. Someone is going to take a fight somewhere. Someone is going to go look for information. So all the chances in the world for 9Z to just pick them apart.
You know, he's got to go back over towards Hell. Martinez is positioned in the lockers with the AWP, and he's going to turn. It is 10-2. 9Z, the South Americans look to storm into stage 2 here in Cologne, and it looks like they can do it with just 3 more rounds. It's 10-2, and it looks like a pistol round might just end the series, and they're going quick. They're going into the upper bomb side. Buddha's got that first. Jewel Beretta is trying to stop the attack, and it is cleaned up. MIBR, goodbye and good night here on Nuke. 11-2. No bomb plan, no good force buy. It is about to be map and series point for 9Z in the next.
Yeah, MIBR just could never get going. The dominance that 9Z have on this map over them is so powerful. Well, they're going to have a conversation about Ancient. We know that.
Definitely going to have a conversation about that because they will probably have to play that in stage 2 at some point.
Yeah, it's the next level of the next stage of competition is they can go deep into the map pool. Awkward around the smoke, but a good opening kill for DGT. Pistols are doing better.
Yeah, they're doing better, but it's now stopped by Martinez. And the bomb hasn't made it out to the side. It feels like they've lost that initial thrust, that initial momentum that could have got them somewhere.
I think they made a footstep.
Well, Martinez is going to go out and just have a little look now. He's going to spot one, can't win the fight. That was a wild maneuver. He thought he could end it right there. But this has got MIBR back into it with 20 seconds, but it's still tough. You've got 2 players to the CT side inside of the site. And with 15 seconds left, that's not a lot of time, and they've just smoked out Heaven. Flash to go. Flash could be effective. It's blinded. Huasu Peak, he's going to hear those legs break, and he's going to turn to finish off the job, and not enough time to even plant the bomb here. Insani, round is over. Insani, just running and dancing. He will make it into the next, but 12 rounds for 9Z.
Huasu Peak. Once again, going to be the man of the hour. Martinez finds one outside, and Huasu Peak says, you know what? You can have ramp room. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. Let's see what you do next. They've got 2 smokes in Molly, so if they feel like they can get down here, they have the utility to find some safety at this B bomb site if they can get past Max and Huasu Peak.
Yeah, that is a big problem. Getting past Max and Huasu Peak. They've been so sharp. Yeah, P9 is good. Huasu Peak gets a double. Even nearly comes back to finish off the job, but surely they will now find that way. Martinez will storm them into stage 2. 9Z come into the Intel Extreme Masters from a fantastic run in Dallas to now making stage 2 in Cologne. This is a team whose move to Europe seems to have paid off.